Okay, just for fun, let's take a look at the way Rust used to be played. Back in the day, this here actually was a fucking acceptable starter base. I used it a lot, and it was always fine. It was never a problem. Look at that. Boop. Yeah, there was no fucking roofs. Like, you didn't need a roof on your starter base. In fact, you were retarded if you made a roof. So you would go in, you'd have your customary airlock in case somebody was chasing you or something dumb. And then you had your furnaces, you had some boxes, and you're probably wondering, yo bro, where's the TC dough? Well, you didn't need one. Back then you would hide them. So I would just hide mine there. This was the starter I always use. Whoa. So let's take a look. So like, why would this be like this? Because like ladders didn't exist. There was no ladder. Like, people weren't smart enough, I guess, to fucking like 4-man boosts. I don't know. It just didn't happen. But yeah, you didn't need a roof. You didn't want one. Because you could like jump up here, and you're probably wondering how I did that. Look, these campfires. Back in the day, people used to super jump off of them. You could like run into it, and as soon as you start to go up like that, you'd fucking jump. Like, you'll never ever be able to fucking just jump up on these normally. But with the campfire, you could fucking, like, even if you're just standing on it, you can't just, oh, well, maybe you can. Well, anyway, you'd fucking use, like, imaginative shit like this. Like, fucking. But yeah, campfire. You'd fucking get a little bit of a boost. You'd be able to come up here. You could shoot, like, revolvers and bows and shit on people. If somebody was, like, door camping you, you could fucking, like, go up here and do a thing. Like, you could look down and be like, oh, there's some butthole down there. And then you just, like, jump down behind him and shoot him in the back with a water pipe. Water pipes were used more back then. I don't know, it was a simpler time. I miss it. So, like, you would just fucking, like, expand from here. Like, I would put, like, a ladder hatch here eventually at some point. And then I would just build up, you know, just build upish. I'd honeycomb. I start honeycombing because you didn't have to put anything in the TCs. Like, it wasn't an issue. As much resources as you found, you could just put into your base. You never had to pay upkeep. I would just honeycomb the piss out of this area. Get about 3 to 4 layers of honeycomb going outward. And then just build up. Just build up, 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 and away. And just start putting fucking loot rooms throughout as I built my tower. Everybody just had a giant fucking tower. You wanted to go to about like 6 high, at least, you know, back then. And you'd put your loot somewhere like in the middle. You didn't want it at the very top, but you'd put it somewhere in the middle. And like I said, there was no ladders. You couldn't just put a twig wall like that. That wasn't a thing yet. It was simpler times, and it was good times. I think Rust got a little too complicated somewhere along the way, and they nerfed all the sharp edges. You had to be a brain back then, and now you're just, anybody can be a dumb poop head. And I don't know, doesn't feel as fun as it used to be when you could just super jump off of this onto your roof and just, like, on wipe day, and like there'd be heathens outside your base talking crap and you're just bowing at them. It was the good old times. Everybody had an open roof base. Like, there's so many bases that just had open roofs back in the day, and you'd talk some shit, they'd run to the roof, you'd fight them, you'd kill them, maybe they fall down, and like you'd get their body that way, or they'd drop a gun, you'd get a gun, make some plays. I don't know, Rust was just so different back then. I miss it for sure.